Moving on to sun signs. We're starting with Leo. That's what we're gonna start off with Leo. Main message, who the fuck are you? The general didn't really go into that. But let's see. Let's see how this goes. All of these coming out. Scoot back again. Alright, we have grounding. With Swasher. Grief with Allah. And then Mami Waka came back out again. Just like what happened in the general one. Storm. Okay. So, we have grounding, grief, naked, gathering around, power of community, initiation, divine matrix, bride in a cage, masquerade. I swear that card changed. That's not the card that I saw when it landed on the thing. And then calling the storm in reverse. Okay, let's see. Wait. With mushrooms, it looks like it feels like you are somebody with like that's very spiritually connected. And due for a level up. And that's why the initiation is here with the crossing. Can I show that one? Because with the mushrooms, that's kind of giving, you're somebody that's like tapped in with the subconscious, is what I'm also getting from that. Because mushrooms represent like the unseen. Because with the mushrooms, they have their like divine matrix. It's very much like underground. It's all of these connections that are interwoven, and your who you are is interwoven into like the subconscious and like the unseen. So you're definitely somebody that's like tapped into the unseen. Maybe you are like a grief counselor, or like you deal with a lot of people who like grieve, or just have issues with like feeling worthy. And what I'm getting from like the goddesses is to stay grounded and allow yourself to be like to feel your emotions with naked, because naked is about like being vulnerable, feeling your emotions, being as you are without hiding, being comfortable with who you are. And then with grief, it's kind of giving like there's a beginning and end to all things. And when you are feeling like these vulnerable moments and feeling like you are in a period of grief, know that, like, make sure that you have people in your community that you can trust. And another thing that, like, highlights the whole, like, unseen. When I first looked at this card, like, I didn't see that, like, these are fairies. I don't know if it'll focus. Will it focus? Can you focus? Like, these are fairies right here. Because, like, when I first saw it come out, like, I just saw all mushrooms. And then, like, I looked at the card again and it, like, changed. You have, like, the ability to tap into the unseen and kind of, like, change things around. Change the way things appear is what I'm getting. Because when I first saw this card, I did not see this card. This was a different card when I first looked at it the first time. And then it, like, shifted. And then we have initiation. So you could be like going through a period of initiation, which could be causing that grief. But this initiation is getting you to like drop the mask of who, like, either who you thought you were this whole time based on like external factors and getting more into your true authentic self, or like just like opening up to allow the world to see the real version of you. And if you don't already have a community of physical people, then you definitely have a community of magical people, which kind of goes along with like the general message too. And like the divine matrix may be bringing in physical connections to match up with like your magical nature as well. But it's important to like focus right now on staying grounded, because Bride in a Cage is about like waiting for that big moment rather than enjoying where you are in the now. Because you're like, we have reconciliations in the bottom, and that's about deciding whether it's good to keep these connections or to sever them entirely. It's not always about coming back to someone other than yourself, but like it's giving you the option of like, do you want to keep these people or keep whatever it is in your life, or do you want to get rid of it? And then overwhelm and plenty. So you're gonna have plenty of like people, and like especially with this community, you're gonna have like plenty of energies to interact with to assist you on your journey. And then like calling the storm being in reverse, it's kind of giving maybe you need to keep your fire under control. Is kind of what I'm getting, because I see anger and change is on the top and temple of my body is on the bottom. So pay attention to your body. Try to keep your fire under control. And just know that you are connected to things beyond what the world can see, and you have the power to change many things that are working behind the scenes, whether this is consciously or subconsciously, but it's looking like it's coming from the subconscious up to your consciousness, and that's what this initiation is doing. It's bringing your subconscious abilities into your conscious mind, and that's what I'm getting from that. Anyway, I hope that helped.